Hey there, She Gets It community. This is kind of like a public service announcement, but it's mainly also just a quick tip. If you have found yourself overreacting a little bit to life lately. So I've seen a theme. I've been a witness in my coaching clients. I've been a witness to my girlfriends that in the last couple months, many of us, myself included, have had over-the-top reactions to like small annoyances and grievances that normally wouldn't have triggered us so much. The first thing that I want to say is it's really understandable because it has nothing to do with what's going on at hand and everything that's going on with the world at large. What do I mean by that? The amount of stressors, the amount of anxiety, the amount of pressure, the amount of angst that we're all experiencing is unbelievably heightened right now. And if we're going to have the energy and the reserves and the fuel to deal with the bigger, badder, better, bolder stuff of life, then we have to find ways to refuel, to shore up, to feed our spirit, to feed our souls so that we can come to the daily tasks with less frustration and less annoyance. So I'll give you a couple examples. I had a dear, dear girlfriend who said, I was honking at this person who was stopped at a light in front of me. I was like, you can go, you can turn right on red. And then I realized, oh my gosh, the reason that they're not going is because this old person is walking in front of them. And she's like, what is wrong with me? Why am I so contracted that I'm like honking because somebody's not moving when they're actually making the safer choice? And then somebody said to me the other day, like, I wouldn't have reacted, but this person said something and I lost my gasket. She's like, I literally lost it and I would never have responded that way. And then I noticed the other day that somebody in our family was chewing strawberries and put all of their half-eaten strawberries back in the fresh bowl of non-eaten strawberries. And I almost lost my gasket too. I didn't say anything, but I was fuming on the inside. And then I got to laugh and I was like, well, maybe it was very strategic on this person's part because the strawberries were amazing and now nobody wants to eat the rest of them. But it took me a while to find humor. And I realized that even though I was raging on the inside, it was like, why? It's just strawberries. And what I'm finding is, though, that this is a theme. And here's my perspective. We're not practicing self-care, and it's needed more than ever. In a world that has so much trauma and so many tough conversations and so much volatility and conflict and tragedy and hurt and senseless violence around the globe, we have to tune in to make sure that we're okay because the world is not okay. And so it's processing our emotions. It's honoring our emotions. It's journaling. It's going for a walk. It's self-care on a daily basis. Now, I know you go-getter 90-mile-an-hour women. You're like, well, I'm just going to go for 3 months and then I'll go for a walk, or I'll go for 6 months and then I'll take a day off, or I'll go for 9 months and then if you're privileged enough, you'll be like, I'll go get a pedicure or I'll do a spa treatment. That's not self-care. I mean, all those things are nice. Yes, you should be going for a walk. You should be having time with girlfriends. If you're privileged enough to do something nice for yourself, great. But that's not self-care. Self-care is a daily decision to do something to refuel and restore your energy reserves, to restore, refuel, reset, recenter who you are in the world. That's self-care. So I'm going to challenge you with love, a little tough love, but with love, what are you doing on a daily basis to prioritize you, to refuel, to reset, to recenter, to regroup, so that you can show up less aggrieved, more open-hearted, more open-minded, more open-armed to the things that are happening around you. Again, less trigger, more love. So from my heart to yours, that's the question. What are you going to do for you today? Again, from my heart to yours, hugs.